get my 6. What's up, everybody? This is going to be a video that's quite a bit different than any video you've ever seen here on this channel. I'm target practicing with my Killer Instinct crossbow. This is not a very expensive crossbow. It costs about $300. It's probably one of the most inexpensive crossbows you can get, but it's very effective. I haven't shot in more than a year. The last time I shot, it was sighted in, so I'm up here today. I'm just going to shoot 2 or 3 rounds into the target. It's 20 yards away, so I'll demonstrate how to use it. Where did I get this? Cabela's? It was either Cabela's or Bass Pro Shops in Short Pump, Virginia, which is right outside of Richmond, about an hour away from Charlottesville. I got this, the case, I bought a case for it. I bought the target. I bought 6 bolts, practice tips, arrowheads, or broadheads. Got the whole package for like just under $500. So if you're on a budget, this is the way to go. Not sponsored, by the way. This is just, it works for me, and so I'm sharing that information with you. It does have a scope. It's not very powerful, but let me show you how we do this thing. So here we've got, I think these are 20-inch bolts. I'm using Killer Instinct hyper bolts. We've got field tips or target tips. You see there's two white fletchings and 1 red. So when you load the crossbow, you put the red fletching down. Now, of course, we have to cock it first. It has a cocking cord. Let me show you how that works. So you put your foot in that little contraption there to hold the crossbow down. You know what? I need to lower this so you can get a better view. I want to actually do a full demonstration here for you. So, there we go. So you see my foot is right there holding it down, so that will allow me to pull. Now, there's a red dot on one of the handles on here. I always say red for right, so that allows me to do this properly. There's a couple of hooks you see here. You hook these hooks on the actual string, and you're going to be able to see this with this camera angle. So you put one on the left, come over here, you put one on the right. And as far as these go, wait a minute, I'm doing it wrong. I told you it's been a year. This is how I do it. I get the hooks in my hand like this. You actually have to come down. I'm going to show you this. There's a notch back here. That's where you first center the string. So let me put my foot on there so you can see me do this. You center the string on that notch. Then you come down. Let me show you this, back up a little bit. Then you connect the hooks like that. You make sure this is nice and tight. Okay, and then you pull back like this to cock it. So now it's cocked. Now, when you cock it, it will automatically set to safety, and then of course to fire you just push this forward to fire. But now after you have it cocked, this is when you load the arrow or the bolt. It's an arrow with a bow, but it's a bolt with a crossbow. So again, the odd colored fletching down. The last ones I had, there were 2 black fletchings and 1 green. So the green went down. So whichever one is the odd man out color-wise, put that down. And now we're loaded. We're ready to go. So I'll just keep the phone at this angle, the camera. I'm going to shoot at 20 yards. See how we do. Again, I haven't shot in over a year, so. I just put it on fire. All right. So whoops, first shot in over a year. My target has like 2 circles on the side, 1 bullseye on the top. I was shooting for the top. Should have told you that before I shot. Like somebody playing pool calling their. So let's see how we did. First shot in a year, promise. Yeah, look at that. It's not a 100% bullseye, but it is in the white. See that? That's about the size of a quarter. So I can hit a quarter, hit 20 yards. Now it took me a little while to get it sighted in. Not too long. I can get this thing to hold on. Now to pull the arrows or the bolts out of the target, look. You want to put your hand here to support the target, and then you just pull out like that. This is on a hill here, as you can see. Let's put it up here. You know what? I'm pretty accurate, so I don't think we're gonna hit this if I shoot again. Let's try it again, okay? See how we do. Make sure that wasn't. So I grew up hunting. I grew up shooting rifles, shotguns. Got into bow hunting in high school. I was kind of a late bloomer for that. Had never crossbow hunted or shot a crossbow in my life until 2 years ago. I'm going to tell you the story about that. Let's do this again. Let's see how we do. There again, there's my chair. There's the target, 20 yards out. All right, where's my cocking cord? Here it is. Do it from here a little further away so you can see it all. But again, red for right. I grab my hooks, bring it down over this little niche here on the back, come down, grab the bow, the string, cock it. We're cocked and we're on safe. And again, I think I mentioned it. This is called the Killer Instinct 415, I believe, because it shoots 415 feet per second. Again, the odd colored fletching goes down. It's got some dirt on it for some reason. Clean that off. I'm gonna use a different one. Oh, I guess that's from when it hit the target. Maybe the target fell a little bit. All right, there, we're loaded. Let's try it again. There's a breeze. I'm not gonna shoot if there's a breeze. I'll wait for the breeze to stop because that could throw my bolt off even just a little bit. So just be patient with me here. All right, let's go see how we did. The breeze had just died down. Isn't this beautiful? Oh my gosh, we spent our winter in the Philippines. We're missing a brick on the fireplace because I'm using it to hold down the tripod back here because there is this breeze. You hear the breeze. We spent our winter in the Philippines. Now it's spring, and I feel like a kid at like the largest playground because I'm doing everything out here. Shooting, target practicing, working on our fruit orchards, clearing trails, riding my son's motorcycle, pruning bushes, ornamental bushes, just having a blast, enjoying the clean, fresh, non-polluted air. How'd we do? Well, that one's a little bit lower, but I'm still sighted in. Figure that's a quarter. And if, let's say we were hunting large game like a deer or whatever, the kill zone is considerably large, so that's definitely in there. And again, it's my second shot in just over a year, so not so shabby. And I didn't let the breeze die down all the way because I didn't want you to wait. Didn't know how long that would take. So far so good. It's looking pretty good. So why a crossbow? Why am I shooting? Yes, I'd love to shoot, and a lot of folks have been watching this channel for a long time, and you say, wait a minute though, you said you don't hunt, you're not going to hunt, and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. I had an experience here just a few years ago. They put me in the hospital for 3 nights, and no, 3 days, 2 nights. There may or may not be some strange entities on our property. You know what I'm talking about if you've been watching. The majority of them, we believe, are malevolent, which means kind in nature, good, non-threatening. However, there are some, and we believe one in particular, that are not so malevolent. Indeed, they would be benevolent. You know, we hear talk about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, all these various different types of cryptids. Potentially, just potentially, I was playing a game of tag with one of these things, and I thought it was malevolent, but it turns out it wasn't. It threw me down across a log. I ended up in the hospital for 3 days. It was violent. It was very much malevolent. We've caught it on camera a couple of times. We've caught several different things on camera several different times, a lot of strange things. This particular entity, and if you're from Michigan, the Michigan area, you're going to know all about this. A lot of folks from other places might not. But we have reason to believe that potentially it may or may not be a Dogman. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not laughing. This isn't my Facebook page, Sick Twisted Humor, which you should go follow if you don't. That's where the jokes are cracked. Brah. Not here. This is Homesteading Off the Grid, where we may or may not have Bigfoot, Sasquatches, dogmen, dog people. Look at that right there, living in the woods behind our house. So that inspired me to become a little bit more defensive in my paranormal investigations and my cryptozoological researches around here. Okay, because let me tell you something, dog person, I'm not going back to the hospital. I will not go back to the hospital because you don't play nice. You come back at me, bro, you're the one going to the hospital next time.